Wouldn't you like to work from home, own your own business, be with your kids more and have time freedom? Have the opportunity to make uncapped income, making your own hours and answering to no one. You can do this right now with your own home-based business through doTERRA or It Works or Beachbody or Young Living or Arbonne or Luluwo or Thrive by Lavelle or Monat or Monat or however you pronounce that. Modern Nature is its name or any other of the more than 100 organizations. Yes, for just a few hundred to a few $1,000s, you can start your own business working from your phone. You just have to say yes and fork over the money even if you don't have it. Just borrow it from your dad or put it on your credit card or definitely use your stimulus check. Yes, if you get stimulus, there's no excuse. But that's what it's all about. You're not making any more excuses. It's time to stop the excuses, sign up, make money, and change your life. Choose any number of the various MLMs waiting to welcome you into their sisterhood, or something else if you're a guy. And you can have your own business. What is an MLM? An MLM is a multi-level marketing firm that engages in direct sales to the customer rather than selling their products through a retail space, and typically in the last decade plus uses social marketing. That's why this is perfect for you. You're on your phone all the time anyway, posting on social media and recommending things you love. That's all an MLM distributor does. They're not salespeople, they just share what they love, just like you do already, except they get paid for it. So they say. Today we'll review MLMs, their likeness to pyramid schemes, and take a look at the armies of devotees that swear by them. Is their devotion founded? Is this really a good money-making system? That's what we'll delve into. MLMs are not new. The sales model has gone by the name of network marketing and now even sometimes called social marketing. They've been around a long time, and for most of us longer than we might think. The actual start time of the first company with this business model is disputed, but I think when people reference the late 1800s or early 1900s as the start of network marketing, they're mistaken. This mistake is made by both opponents of MLMs as well as its proponents. Multi-level marketing refers to money from sales and commission compensation flowing upstream through multiple levels of an organization, hence the term multi-level marketing. Or we can look at it in the reverse. It's where the sales are promulgated through a distribution network starting at the top, and it's promulgated downstream through multiple levels of a widening organization, and wherein comes the comparison to pyramid schemes, but not in total, which we'll talk about more later. Traditional direct sales did not have this structure. Traditional direct selling was you have an organization who had a product to sell, and they would hire a staff of salespeople who would go out and sell person to person directly to other individuals, making it direct selling. But these sales staff did not have people signed up under them. What people often reference as MLMs in the 1800s or early 1900s are direct sales companies with no such multi-level structure. Direct sales simply means that a manufacturer, using either staff salespeople or a sales force of independent distributors, sells its products directly to consumers rather than going through middlemen wholesalers or retail sales stores. Nearly all MLMs are direct sellers, but all direct sellers are not MLMs. Even by 1970, only 5% of the Direct Sales Association members were MLMs. Just like all Hondas are automobiles, but all automobiles are not Hondas. If you start a business sewing dresses at home or build craft wood furniture, then set up a website and sell directly to people, you're a direct sales business. But you haven't set up a sales force of distributors who recruit other distributors under them, so you're not a multi-level marketer. The multi-level business model might have started in the mid-late 1940s with the California Vitamin Company, which by then was already Nutralife, when Nutralife set up its first distribution contract with Metger and Castleberry Incorporated. Though it's very hard to get any information on when the practice of distributors signing up other distributors to create multi-level schemes actually developed from there. Avon being around since the 1800s so named from the California Perfume Company in 1939, is often erroneously noted as one of the first MLMs. But Avon didn't become an MLM until its announcement in its 2005 annual SEC filings that it was expanding its quote sales leadership program, which was in fact a shift in its distributor compensation model from traditional direct sales person to person to sales compensation plus compensation for sales from distributors signing up other distributors under them. This is when they went from traditional direct sales to multi-level marketing. Today's Avon distributors are not your mother's Avon lady. They are warriors of the Hun Armies, and they are out for blood, or at least for your credit card to sign you up for a starter pack and monthly sales volumes so they can rank up to earn higher commissions. And with that, it leads us to our next area of investigation. What is it that makes MLM the distinct and controversial business model that it is? There are several things, from MLM's compensation structure being akin to a pyramid scheme, to the typical false advertising employed through the distributors, to the bait and switch tactics of selling would-be reps on the dream of full-time income for part-time work from your phone, that becomes something quite different after the distributor says yes and swipes their card. MLMs employ a pyramid selling and compensation structure. It's that the compensation at every level of the business is a result primarily or largely from sales or mostly purchases by recruits that a distributor signs up underneath them down the line in the business, hence causing recruiting to be the lifeblood of the business and not your own selling of products to outside customers. This explanation even most anti-MLM content creators get wrong. They will often acquiesce to MLM distributors' assertions that yes, normal businesses are also in a pyramid structure because you have a CEO, then multiple managers, then even more workers at the base. Anti-MLM advocates will say here, but that the difference is in the guaranteed income and that your management doesn't make money from signing you up in a traditional business. While those are positive and important differences in favor of traditional businesses over MLMs, it actually goes beyond that because the claim that a CEO, managers, and employees is a pyramid is a completely false red herring altogether. The phrase pyramid scheme has a meaning, and one cannot just make up what it refers to. The phrase came into existence to reference a compensation scheme in which money is derived from people signing up or investing from a base, and that money going up a stream to others who then profit from the investment money of the people at the base. Pyramid schemes reference the sales and compensation structure of a scheme of a business, not the business management or organizational structure of the CEOs, managers, and workers. This pretense by MLMers as a response to pointing out that as a matter of fact, they're engaged in a pyramid compensation structure is another derogatory point of detraction for MLMs. If you're not doing anything wrong, why do you feel the need to be dishonest or to obfuscate the issue to defend what you're doing? Network marketing's other great valuables are in the dubious and spurious claims most of them make, not only about the efficacy of their products, but in the notion that starting your own business with them is going to be life-changing, magical, and the answer to all of your problems. And yes, most of them literally say this. Even the claim that you're starting your own business is false advertising and mental conditioning to boost your ego and pump you with false confidence, aka a con, when you're in fact just a 1099 independent distributor, aka a salesperson without any company benefits like healthcare or paid leave. You're a business owner as much as an independent 1099 contract Uber driver is. The specious claims don't nearly stop there. Not only are the income claims and false promoted lifestyle outrageous when compared with reality, which is demonstrated by the self-reported income disclosures by the MLM companies themselves, but notions of making full-time income from part-time work and in the cracks of your day are cracked and shattered once you sign up, where then comes the bait and switch. All the talk of working in pockets of time is thrown out the window as an upline yells at you on a team call that you need to stop making excuses and work your business. Here's a tracker, and you have to follow all of the steps on here every day, including posting your amazing transformed life to social media daily, multiple times a day. Note this is from day one, sometimes before the distributor has even started the product. After you've joined, then it's made clear that you must work hard to achieve anything, even if it means staying up until the wee hours of the morning or sending Hey Hun invites from the vet office while your dog is dying. Even watching Netflix is routinely lambasted because you need every minute of the day to make this business work. So then the question is, can something that seemingly brings so many women and some men such joy be so bad? Can we deny all the professions of empowerment and wealth building? Well, especially to the second point, yes, we can. We can, in fact, do just that. It's called income disclosure statements, released by the companies themselves, providing that there's hardly any wealth building happening. There's not even minimum wage happening for the vast majority of participants, despite all the promises of having an influencer lifestyle by just working in pockets of time from your phone. Let's look at one here from Monat's 2019 income disclosure statement. You see where the atomic flares are circling? That column header says low annual gross earnings. And yes, underneath it, that's $0. The median earnings are only $31 per year. And these numbers don't count losses by subtracting the amount of money the distributor put into the business buying product to sell or from maintaining monthly volume. Only the amounts the MLM company paid to these independent contractors. All of the rest of the MLMs out there have distributions of income substantially the same as this. Extremely top heavy, with the grand vast majority making little to no money at all for the whole year, much less any profit. Then most of the rest that do make a profit, it's still less than minimum wage. Take this It Works income disclosure. Its lowest rung of no money making encapsulates 83% of its active distributors, so more if you count in what they classify as inactive ones. Then from distributor to emerald rank, 96% of these independent sales workers at this monthly average of $1,084 or less are making less money, even at that amount, $200 less per month, than they would earn if they just worked a minimum wage job 40 hours a week. So much for full-time income for part-time work. You can't likely make full-time minimum wage income for full-time work with such a company. And the thing is, most don't realize going in what they have to do for these meager earnings. If it's not hustling your family and friends in person to buy vitamins and tea off of you, or inviting them to come to a party where you'll sell them on products and services, and of course, the opportunity, then it's sending Hey Hun solicitations to every unsuspecting former acquaintance you found again on Facebook or stranger on IG to buy your shake, energy sticks, shampoo, or workout program, or inviting them to come to a session to learn about doing what I do. These Hey Girl or Hey Hun messages being where the Huns and Hun Armies derive their name. The distributors or Huns send manipulative, disingenuous, and inauthentic social media messages to anyone who makes the mistake of engaging with their post in any way, or made the mistake of going to high school with them 12 years ago, or simply made the mistake of having a social media account as they sit on their power hour and start with the first name in Facebook, A. Aaron, and message every person in alphabetical order until they get blocked by the platform's algorithm. And herein lies the fundamental problem, not to mention the other issues of toxic culture and other deceptions, which we'll get into more in future editions of MLMs, pyramid schemes, and the Hun Armies. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to make sure you get alerts to the next episode of MLMs, pyramid schemes, and the Hun Armies. See you then.